Hi, welcome to our poster. So in this two pilot studies, we were interested in the link between emotional valence and generalization. Generalization is a basic learning mechanism, and it describes how our expectations and behavior towards stimuli that we've not encountered before will be informed by a previous experience with similar stimuli. And interestingly, greater generalization of stimuli associated with negative outcomes has been found in people with high anxiety and across various anxiety disorders. And this greater generalization of stimuli associated with negative outcomes has been proposed to be responsible for maintaining anxiety, at least partly. However, previous research on this topic have mainly used negatively valence outcomes and often electric shocks. And so what we wanted to do is to look, as well as looking at negative outcomes, also look at positive and neutral outcomes, and to look at it in a different context, which was social emotional context. So we had three different stimuli associated with three different outcomes, which were facial expressions, and participants learned about them in a predictive learning task. And then at test, we asked participants to provide expectation ratings of the outcomes, or rather provide expectation ratings for the stimuli that they've originally encountered, as well as stimuli that varied based on in similarity. And what we found was that, first of all, participants learned the task fairly well and fairly quickly, both under certain learning conditions where each stimulus was associated with its outcome 100% of the time, and under probabilistic learning conditions where each stimulus was associated with its outcome 75% of the time. And what we found, contrary to previous research, was that neutral stimuli actually had greater generalization than emotional, or rather, stimuli associated with neutral outcomes had greater generalization levels than stimuli associated with negative or positive outcomes. And we've replicated this result. However, why this has happened is not particularly clear. So it could be that within the social emotional context, it is particularly important to have specific learning about positive and negative stimuli versus neutral. Or it could be to do with how we've approached and measured things in this task. And we hope that future research will clarify which is the case. If you're interested in learning more, or you're interested in this topic, please feel free to drop me an email. Thanks.